4 uploads, 4 days, guys. This is turning into something beautiful. So, today we're going to be doing another player introduction, but we don't just have any player, we have the current #1 player in the entire world, Daniel05. He is in our clan with us. His best finish so far is number 7 back in August. Last season he finished number 19, but he is currently the #1 player, so I got some replays from him. I'm excited to show him to you guys. Let's go ahead and see how he attacks. We're into his first attack here up against our previous player we introduced, OA Fury, and he's going up against a very popular base right now that a lot of people asked for help with how to beat it, and let's see what he does. So first, we see he has 4 baby dragons and 2 cannon carts. Is he going to bring this? Is he going to change him out? It looks like he's bringing in some archers. Alright, and now he's starting down at the very bottom with 2 cannon carts. That's interesting, to be honest. I don't know why he's putting in 2 cannon carts there, but I'm really interested to see what he does. So now he's starting in an archer. That's going to take down that archer tower real quick. He still has both the cannon carts, and now I'm kind of seeing what he's doing. Look, he can take out the Expo, the double cannon, maybe even the roaster, all with these cannon carts. So it just really depends on whether or not he's going to get that value, and he's just going in pretty smoothly along the base. Now he's getting down that Air Expo. He still has the archers up at the very top working on some of these storages. That way he doesn't time fail. And that's a really big thing to do when you're attacking with cannon carts. You got to make sure you're not time failing. Trust me, it happens way too much. It happens way too often. So it's really smart that he's taking out all these high HP defenses as soon as he can. And look, he's even distracting the lava launcher with the archer. Now it did get killed, but he was actually tanking for a little bit. He finds a push trap. And now I'm assuming he's going to try and take out the giant cannon or the lava launcher. And let's go see how he does this. Okay, the baby dragon comes in. He sends in another one. And this should clear out quite a bit, actually. Look at these abilities. Wow. Okay. And 2 Teslas popped up over here. He still has 1 baby dragon to spare. Can he get it down in time? Oh, okay. Just use the ability right there. That's actually going to take down, I think, everything. Look at the battlecopter still moving along. Look at this baby dragon, 1 HP, gonna take down the giant cannon. That's gonna be the first stage out of the way pretty easily, pretty simply. A interesting approach that I don't think anybody here has ever really seen before. Let's get to the next stage. Alright, he's up against probably the most He's up against one of the most common second stages we see nowadays, and he only has 2 cannon carts and 3 baby dragons. What is he thinking? So we do see you can hit, I think, 2 air defenses off this crusher and 2 of them off this cannon. Okay, and he's just going straight in for it. He is bringing in baby dragons, which is really interesting. I'll be honest, I couldn't imagine using baby dragons up against a second stage like this, especially considering how one of the baby dragons is quite literally 0 HP. I guess it got the extra 25% from the healing hut, but it is so low. So I'm very interested in what he's really thinking here. He's just waiting, letting these cannon carts cook for a second. I guess we could hit 2 air defenses right here. He is bringing in the battlecopter, and okay, now we kind of see the plan coming together. He's going to be able to take down 1, 2, and 3 firecrackers, hopefully, and that's going to help him a whole lot. And then there's just going to be these 2 left all the way on the other side. He just started in the battlecopter from this very corner. There is still 1 more corner building over here he needs to worry about, but he looks like he's completely fine. He's just letting everything cook. There's only 30 seconds left in the replay, so this almost kind of happened pretty quickly. And alright, starting in the cannon carts, only 3 firecrackers remain. Here comes the baby dragon that's at the lowest health. That's going to go from the corner. And now here comes the other baby dragons taking out the guard post units, taking out the firecracker. Battlecopter goes in there, tanks the other firecracker. And wow, this all has just come together so quickly. He has 2 baby dragons and a swag ability here even. It's so crazy how much value these baby dragons were able to get. That's going to be a 6-star without a doubt. A really cool first attack to see from him. Let's get into the next one. Alright, we got to the second attack here, and he is up against Max Killer. And Max Killer is running a base he loves to use. There's usually a bunch of Teslas up here, and look at what Daniel's doing. We just saw Daniel absolutely wreck somebody with baby dragons and carts, and now he's bringing in the polar opposite P.E.K.K.A.s. This is so interesting to see. When you're a top player, you need to be able to use so many different strategies. He's using the battle machine right now to test for any traps, and then he's probably going to put down the bomber. He finds the push trap, a really clutch battle machine tanking, and look at what that bomber opens up. Now here comes the giant. That's going to tank for the Mega Tesla, and I think he even take it down. Another bomber opening up the next compartment, and he is doing this so cleanly. Look at how everything is just pathing right into the base. He already got down the Mega Tesla. Now he's using the battle machine ability to go take down the double cannon and all that good stuff. The P.E.K.K.A is taking down the giant cannon, and right now he has so much left alive. He's probably going to use a P.E.K.K.A ability maybe. Let's see if he does it. Yep, P.E.K.K.A ability used there. Now we see these two Teslas in the back end. They can be absolutely vicious. Let's see if he can get through them pretty cleanly without losing too much here. The bomber ability is going to help a good bit. He doesn't need to use any P.E.K.K.A abilities here, and wow, he just crushed this base, guys. Oh my goodness, one P.E.K.K.A ability used. He did lose the giant, but he still has everything else, including the battle machine, still alive here. And look, there's a building in the very corner, which might be bad, but you just saw he was able to use the battle machine ability at the very maximum charge, which is going to allow him to just have so much more health on it and going to be actually super clutch. So after the first stage, he lost a bomber, a giant, but he still has two P.E.K.K.A abilities and another P.E.K.K.A and another bomber. This should be pretty easy. He's up against another common second stage. Let's see what he brings here. This is really interesting to see how versatile these top players are. For instance, with me, I am really good with cannon carts, but not much more than that. I don't really know what else to do. And with these top players such as Fury and Daniel, they're using P.E.K.K.As, they're using cannon carts, they're using baby dragons, they're using everything they can to make sure they're going to get a really nice clean 6-star. So it is really impressive to see this happening live time, and I'm really glad I could actually get him on the channel. Of course, having the #1 player in the world is definitely super cool to see, so we're just going to go ahead and see how he does the second stage. And again, just like Fury, he is bringing in baby dragons after using a ground attack, and look at that value they just got. Oh my goodness, such huge value. So okay, more does he need the P.E.K.K.As here? Be so for real. He does not need the P.E.K.K.As. He's going to take down pretty much the entire base. He's just tossing in the P.E.K.K.As for cleanup at this point, because he's got this. He's absolutely got this. He still has two P.E.K.K.A abilities, let's not forget. He's taken down every single cannon, and it's all done. This base is done. He's got every cannon, and he just now put down the P.E.K.K.As. Those baby dragons were so smart. I mean, they just took down half the base there. Amazing baby dragon ability there. Now he's going to use the P.E.K.K.A ability just for fun. Boom, another one right down there. Gonna go to the very corner here. He still has two P.E.K.K.As and a bomber remaining. That was such an easy second stage. Really impressive second attack. We are into the last attack of the video here, and we have Daniel up against Chan84. Chan has finished #2 in the world 2 seasons in a row, so he is no joke. He's using a pretty good base. I forget who built it. I know it wasn't Chan, but look at Daniel bringing in 2 camps of archers and 4 baby dragons. This is weird. So what I think he's trying to do is take down all of these buildings. That way he can take out the air bombs, the air expo, the roaster, maybe even the Mega Tesla. And that's a really solid plan, but oh no, he's finding traps. It looks like Chan is actually baiting him. So he just found another Tesla, and this is going to turn into an explanation of how top players can adjust their whole entire plan just because of a few traps. Let's see how he does this. So he's just using the archers now, not to get any real value, but to instead take down all these outside buildings. That way his baby dragons are going to have a clear funnel into the base. I think he's going to try and get these air bombs. Yup, look at him go. So he's trying to get down those air bombs. He's finding some more bombs. He has 1 archer to spare. He got to get those air bombs, and he's sending in the last archer. He's probably going to send in a baby dragon for the Mega Tesla, and look at this value here. He's going to hit the roaster. He's going to hit the Mega Tesla. He has another baby dragon running in. That's probably going to hit that expo. And even though he found some traps, he just completely adjusted his plan, and now look at the value he is getting from all these baby dragon abilities. This was so clean. He's just making sure all these baby dragons are tanking the damage for each other, and hopefully he can get down that Tesla in time. No, he loses the baby dragon, but with 2 baby dragons in the first stage left alive, he's still looking pretty good, and I'm excited to see how he does on this second stage here. Alright, and oh, look at this second stage. This one looks like it was built by Fabulicious, if I had to guess, but he is going up against it, and he's bringing in more baby dragons. Boys, this is risky. This is so risky, because look at how many air defenses there are. Look at how difficult they are to reach. He only has 2 baby dragon abilities, and honestly, if I were in this position, position, I would give up before I try to use 4 baby dragons, but he does get a 6-star here. So I want you guys to really quickly look at this base. Think about having 2 baby dragons with ability and 2 baby dragons without the ability and a battlecopter at full health. And I want you to think to yourself, how would you take that down? How would you get this base down with just these troops? I'm going to give you like 3 seconds. Did you figure it out? I sure didn't, so let's go see what Daniel does here. Keep in mind there's also a bunch of corner buildings, so there's so much to deal with here. I am super interested to see how he does this. This is my first time watching this replay, so I'm very interested to see what happens here. And we're just kind of waiting. We're just waiting here. It's giving you guys more time to think, how would you take this down? Clearly, he needed a lot of time to think too. And he starts in the battle machine from the very corner. He immediately uses the ability to regain some health. Okay, that's already so smart. He immediately used the battlecopter ability. That way he just got back a little bit more health. And now he's just going to let everything kind of cook. Wow, this is such an interesting base. So maybe he could send in a baby dragon on this cannon, or he could send one in over here to hopefully hit all 3 of these. I think that might be the best idea here, honestly, if I were him. This is going to be really cool to see how he does. He's just letting the battlecopter cook. That's now in range of the first air defense. And look, so he hits, okay, so he hits both the air defenses. He just took down 3 air defenses in like 2 seconds. And what he's doing is he's making sure one air defense is tanking for everything. Boom, he's just taken down another one. Look at all these baby dragons still just walking across the space because everything is currently being tanked for. So wait a second, he's gonna, oh my, this is so beautiful. I know no one here would have ever thought to do this, but he just went from having like an impossible second stage to swagging every single troop in this second stage. That is so crazy. I could never have done that. You guys gotta rewatch that. He's just gonna use the ability. He has 4 baby dragons left, and what he did there that made that so successful is he made sure all the air defenses were tanking for something. Like, instead of putting 1 baby dragon down where it would get hit by 4 air defenses, he put 4 baby dragons down where they each got hit by 1 air defense, making it so every single baby dragon survived. You guys should go really watch that back. That's crazy that he was able to swag all his troops there. I did not think he could do that. But he's not just a great attacker, he is also a great defender. And now we see that Max Killer is going up against Daniel, and Daniel is using Max Killer's base. So if anybody should be able to beat this, it should be Max Killer. Let's see how he's doing. He's immediately putting down 3 cannon carts. Really a risky troop to use, but he's alright. He's just going in for it, and let's just let him cook, boys. So he has 3 cannon carts on one side, he's bringing in some minions, bringing in some baby dragons, and Max, you better 6-star here. It's going to be quite embarrassing if you fail up against your own base. So what he could do is use 2 baby dragons here to take out all of this value. I feel like that's the best, but he's going in from a different angle here. I don't know for sure if that's the best, but this Tesla is definitely going to hurt him. He really wanted to hit the lava launcher and really wanted to hit that air expo. He does get it with his second baby dragon, but that's not what he wanted, because if he had hit all that with the first baby dragon, this battlecopter right here, oh wow, he's finding so many traps up here for the battlecopter. Wow, okay, so Daniel trapped him. Daniel trapped him super well. This went from looking pretty guaranteed to just the whole air portion of this absolutely fell apart. He should be able to get down that Mega Tesla pretty quickly. He still needs to get down this 1 HP Archer Tower. Okay, it's not 1 HP, but it's pretty close. He still has a minion to use, but he needs to start moving everything. And look at the minion. He tries to send it in. Oh, the bombs. Oh my goodness, this dude is getting absolutely destroyed here on defense. Okay, that's good. That is so good for Daniel. And I bet you what's going to happen is he's either going to run out of time, or this lava launcher is going to just not... Oh, okay. No, I know what happens, boys. He gets absolutely destroyed by the traps here. And now it doesn't matter how much time he has. This is going to be a fail. And this was just a super well-played defense by Daniel, trapping this approach perfectly. We're into his last defense here. He is up against OA Fury, a really strong player we had previously on the channel. He's using P.E.K.K.A.s, and look at this bomber. Does not quite open up the Mega Tesla, but pause. You need to pay attention to this. Look at this push trap this giant just hit. The giant is there to tank for 1, 2, 3, and possibly 4 defenses. That way the P.E.K.K.A.s are not taking any damage. But He just hit a push trap, and watch this. You ready? Hits another push trap. He's gone. He's out of there. Now all these P.E.K.K.A.s are soaking up all this damage on the inside. What a genius push trap use by Daniel. And this is so smart. He's using the Hog Gliders now. The Hog Gliders do not stun up the Mega Tesla, so he has to send in another one. And now these P.E.K.K.A.s, he got to use 2 ability on the Crusher. Boom, he does. That's alright, but there's so much left alive on the base here. Those Hog Gliders got absolutely wrecked by the Tesla, and now the Mega Tesla is still alive, and he's finding ground bombs, killing everything up there. This is just a genius defense, guys. I mean, there are so many cool things we've seen so far in this video alone, but this defense is so smart. He got so much value from that push trap, making it so that those P.E.K.K.A.s died way faster than Fury was expecting, and that is going to be yet another super clean defense. I want to give a big thank you to Daniel for letting me show him off. It was so cool to see how he's playing. I mean, he is 200 trophies ahead of everybody else right now. 800 trophies ahead of me, down all the way here at 35 in the world. He is such a really solid player, so thank you, Daniel, for letting me show you off. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to ask him some questions, he is in my Discord. I'm sure he'll love to talk to you. Maybe, I don't know really, but feel free to join that. That's going to be in the description. But with all that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.